Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. I hope that y'all are well. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Let me send this out really quick. Thank you for these gifts. I hope that y'all are well. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from. Because today we're going to be talking about, or I'm going to be talking with one of my amazing clients about her manifesting the things that she's manifested in the last 10 months since we've been working together. And I'm really excited about that. So come on in, and let me know again where you guys are watching from. Yay. Hey, Georgia. Hey, did you get my email? It's been some time. No. Which email address did you email? And when did you email me? Because I'm like, no, I don't think I got it. Shoot me a DM. It was about a collab. I don't think I got it. Do me a favor, can you shoot me a DM? And that way I can get it after this. Hey, Sasha. Hey, Texas. Hey, Ohio. Am I missing these? Hey, Texas. Hey, Georgia. Okay, perfect. Yeah, please send it to me via email. Do I have more than one TikTok page? I don't. I'm sorry I saw your message. I thought I responded. Please, if y'all see some other people talking about they me on TikTok, especially if they inbox me talking about what's your sign, I'm finna give you a reading. They lying. That's not me. So please don't worry. Yes, I emailed you as well in regard to the Reset Masterclass. Okay. I will check. If you email me today, I know I haven't checked it today. But if you email me before today, I check those. So I definitely will check on that for you. If you purchased your ticket and you're worrying about your email, that's probably what that is what I'm probably thinking. And I'll just make sure that that gets resent out to you. All right. Okay, let me see. I am. Hey, love. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking. For those who don't know me, my name is Elle Antoinette. I'm a feminine lifestyle strategist, and what I do is I support my clients literally in three key areas. We need to be friends first before I can inbox you. Okay, let me screenshot this, and then I'll make sure that we are before. Okay, let me see. All right. I help my clients in three key areas. The first key area is mastering their authentic feminine design, as well as regulating their emotional energy, as well as creating seamless income, as well as being able to build a digital based business model from working from anywhere in the entire world. And so today, I normally have like a topic on live. I'm sorry, this little piece of hair is getting on my nerves. I know I would bring a client on who's manifested a lot of things in the last 10 months since we've been working together. And I mean, she's manifested a whole lot of stuff. Okay, so I'm really, really excited about that. Will we get an email? Okay, so y'all must didn't get y'all email. So when I get off here, I'm gonna double check that to see what's going on because you're the second one that said that you didn't get an email. Okay, so I'll check on that as soon as I get off here. And if y'all, I'm gonna double it to make sure that it sends out again tonight and one for in the morning. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna be talking to one of my amazing clients today about all the things that she's been able to manifest. I don't want to get straight into it and tell her story, because I want her to be able to tell. I'm sorry. I want her to be able to tell her story, but I am going to ask her some questions, and she's going to talk about the things that she did and how she was able to manifest a new version of herself. I think that she is in now. Let me try to see if I can add her. Let me see if I can. I don't know how we can share. Is this screen? Can we split this screen a different way? Hey, loves.
Hi.
Hey, hey. I'm trying to see if I can uh make this video to where you're not in the corner like that. Let me see. Expand, baby. Maybe that's it. No, I don't know. I think we might just have to alternate. I have no clue. I'm gonna try to see if I can alternate it while
Okay.
We talk, each do each questions. Click on expand. I did, but when I clicked expand, this is what it did. So I don't know. Okay, yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to alternate because I'm not
Okay.
sure. Because even when I did that, okay. So again, guys, for those who don't know me, I'm El Antoinette. Today, I wanted to introduce to you my amazing client, Arshia. She is an energetic alchemist coach. She's absolutely amazing. And I don't, like I said, I don't really want to spend a lot of time telling her story myself. I want her to be able to tell her own story. So Arshia, if you don't mind, introduce yourself for me while I try to figure out this whole expansion
Okay.
thing. Okay.
Hello, amazing people. My name is Arshia Dijon. Um, I was like one of those ladies who was watching Elle on the internet and was like, "Ooh, she speaks to my soul." I was the one that was watching for a long time, and when I contacted Elle, I was like, "Okay, I need help. I need help." So before I get into that, I am degreed up, like LB saying, I'm degreed up, and this time I needed help because I could not manifest in my own knowledge. I had to seek the Most High in order for me to get grounded. I was everywhere. I knew high level skill sets and how to do certain things and different things like that. And when I met Elle, I was helping a group of entrepreneur ladies. I was the president over the presidents, and then also I was able to do the recruiting for them as well. So while I was recruiting them, helping other women build their businesses, I was like, wait a minute, I need to be building mine on too. So that's why I was like, okay, I am drowning. I need help. I'm helping everybody else build their stuff. I need help building courses. So that's when I emailed Elle and I was like, help! Because I didn't know what to say. Girl, I didn't know what to say. I was up here, right? I was like, I need help. And
All
she's like, I
right.
don't even know why you didn't even contact me sooner.
I remember that. I remember that email where you was like, "Can you help me?" I was like,
I
"Oh my
needed
god."
help. It was like I had everything planned out and everything. All I had to do was put content together for me. And I'm telling you guys, if you need help, stop waiting till the last minute and get help. Asking for help is not weak. It's power in asking for help. So when I came to L for content creation, I didn't know it was going to turn into a life 360 for me. It turned my life upside down for the better. I was ripping and running, living and on fast pace, fast mode. Because if y'all don't know about being in an MBA program, you got to have a certain type of grades. You got to be in this type of program. You got to keep going this and this. And my mind did not shift from being in corporate America, from being in school. I was continuing to go. I didn't have time to rest. So when I met Elle, she showed me how to focus my attention, my time. I spent more time with my daughter, and I was just mostly focusing on myself at first. And of course, life was life and everything, but I had to put things in perspective for myself in order for me to manifest truly what I really wanted.
Yeah, so let's get into this manifesting that you have been doing all year. Well, not even all year, because we've been working together, I think, for like 10 months now. Is
Hmm.
we're going into like month 11. And like she said, like the other day, she just sent me a list of things that she's manifested in the last 10 months. And really and truly, like I said, and like I've been telling you guys for the longest, you don't really manifest things. You manifest different versions of yourself. And so she manifested a completely new version of herself, an elevated version of herself, which resulted in these things because she wrote down like these things that she's manifested thus far. She said course creation turned into from me living a fast-paced life to me living a life of ease. She's now homeschooling her daughter. Okay. Her relationship with herself and her relationship with others elevated and increased. Her self-worth and her self-esteem and how she sees money, all of that has elevated. She has learned to center herself and become focused in visualizing the life that she really, really wants and what it's going to take to be able to create these things around her. She has manifested a life partner. She found a partner who is aligned with what it is that she's wanting to do. And I'm talking about not just a partner like, oh, I'm just somebody she's fasting with, somebody she's praying with, somebody who's supporting her in her business and what it is that she's really wanting to do. And we had this thing where we talk about writing this love letter. And so there's just so I'm not gonna go more into that, but there's some things that she wrote in that love letter that have come to pass, and it is just really insane. Like it's really crazy. I'm telling you the type of stuff that can happen when you really start doing your work. And then she also has this amazing song that is literally blowing up internationally with her purpose partner. She has created this inner goddess like program to be able to support women, so if they're ready to elevate and activate their inner goddess so that they can really start living the life that they want, then she has a quiz that you can take, and you click the link in her bio and you will learn more about how to tap into your inner goddess, because that's literally what Arshia has been doing for the last 10 months. She has been doing her work, and these are the things that she's been able to literally bring into fruition. And a lot of the stuff, she realized that these things were just kind of sitting under her nose, and all she had to do was really come into the fullness of herself. And so I'm going to ask her about a couple of questions um about her journey, just to kind of give you guys some clarity about some things that we did and some things that she was looking for. And Arshia, I know you talked a little bit earlier about kind of like where you were, but I want to ask you specifically before we start working together, what are 3 words to describe exactly where you were before we started working together? And this is
Um,
like,
I was
yeah, so people talk.
excited.
Mm-hmm.
I was excited. I was motivated, but I also was overwhelmed. We can't forget about overwhelmed. I was overworking myself because I came from the generation of working hard, working hard, working hard, but I had little time for myself. So when I got your help, I was hearing you saying live a life of ease, we catch bags, and I was like, wait a minute. I'm not used to somebody talking like that lingo to me. And they speaking directly to me too. It's like, you know how somebody speak? Just to speak. But when somebody's speaking directly to you spiritually, you can't hide. And I was like, oh no, she's challenging me and I have to change. I gotta change.
Yes, and you did. You started doing that. You immediately jumped in and started doing your work. And I think people don't realize is that nothing works unless you work. So if you make a decision to really like activate the things and the tools that you're given, like you really can see a shift in your life monetarily, spiritually, emotionally, physically. That's if you really, really desire and you really want the change.
Mhm.
So I would say, what was one key mindset shift or strategy that played a very heavy role in you manifesting the version of yourself that's attracted a life partner, that's creating courses, that's shifting women's lives? So, what would you say is the one key mindset shift or strategy that you learned or gained since we worked together,
One
and
of the
that helped
things
you go to the next level?
One of the things was I had to stop making excuses with myself, right? I had to stop making excuses. I had to let go of my self sabotager. Because you're around other people and you can go and hit the challenges, but you know yourself and you know the things that you are scared of. And I know that I'm an overachiever, but I had to let go of some things and surrender those things. So one of those things I had to do is surrender it. I had to surrender the knowing. I had to surrender it, and I had to write down a game plan for myself.
You did, and you did exactly that, and that's what made me really know that you how serious we are. Because I want to say the first product that you got from me, was it the alignment bundle?
No, it was the relationships.
With relationships and revenue, and then you went straight into course creation. And that's crazy that you started with relationships and revenue, considering the fact that what you've manifested has literally elevated you on a relationship level to the point where you've attracted your purpose partner, and also elevated you on a wealth consciousness level when it comes down to you making money and different things like that. So it's really crazy that that's where we started, and that's literally what you manifested 10 months later.
Not lying, you telling the truth. Cause I was came from a mindset of I was a people pleaser. or the church girl, or I'm gonna be humble with this. No, now right now I know my worth. I know the digits and the number that's gonna retire me. No, I'm not settling for less. And I just decided no. I know who I am. I'm the type of person who can build other people businesses to millionaire status and help somebody else get to six figures. Why can't I do it for myself? And I had to start speaking those things out so I could hear it out of my own ear gates. And that's one of the things I had to say I had to stop being scared of. Like, why am I scared to ask for money that is deserving to me anyway?
Period. Period. That's what I'm saying. And I'm glad that you said that too. When you stop being afraid to ask, when you understand your value, you realize that you can ask for what you want. I think a lot of women think, we want people to be mind readers or we want people to mimic what we do. When in reality, if you want to really shine in your feminine essence, feminine women are very clear about what they want. They ask
Mhm.
directly for what they want. They ask for support. They're vulnerable enough to be able to say, I'm not here to do it on my own. I don't want to do it on my own, especially if I have someone who's going to come in and fully support me.
That's right.
So I absolutely love, 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 love this. So let me get to the next question. Okay. So reflecting on your journey over the last 10 months, what unexpected life changing opportunities have presented themselves to you as a result of us working together? So what's been the most life changing?
You're so funny because I know you were like, girl, focus on this and this. Don't focus on that. But I'm hard headed sometimes, right? So one of the things that has happened when I wasn't even least expecting it was my song called Matata. We wrote that song in 2021, and when I tell you we decided to release it in January, and it went viral, it went off the charts. So I was not expecting that. I was not expecting it, but the thing is, by me releasing that, it helped everything else come together.
Yeah, it did. And it happened so fast. It happened so fast because you were like, okay, I dropped this song. It literally took off. You was like, I'm engaged. I was like, wait, what? And then you was like, and I've been fasting and I'm in alignment and this is what the Most High told me to do. And everything just fit from the song to the partner to the work that you're going to be streamlining and niche down to do. Everything just flowed when you got in flow. And I think
That's
women don't
right.
realize that, like, when you got into the fullness of your authentic feminine design, it was nothing for you to say, you know what, this surface is going to be 10,000. It was nothing for you to say that, okay, so if we're going to be doing this, this is how much it's going to cost to be able to do this. Like, the confidence, the elevation, the growth, the joy that I have just seen you be able to manifest within the past 10 months has been truly a blessing to my soul. And I'm so grateful for your trust throughout this entire time frame. And I just am really excited about where you're going, what you're doing, and just the results of everything. Let me ask you this. How do you feel that opportunity with your song, how do you feel like that kind of pulled everything together? Because it goes together and like we understand it goes together. So, but how do you feel like you stepping into the fullness and the confidence of releasing that, how it aligned everything from your purpose partner to you niching down to what you're doing now in your business?
It was like once I started focusing on the higher power, and I already knew I was a spiritual being, and it was just like once I did that fast, it just did that. I was cutting people off left or right, and you already know I was kind of suffering from telling people no and letting people stick around and all that kind of stuff. But once everything came into alignment, and then I met him. And it was like, because I remember he told me, oh, I do Afro gospel. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm still out here popping. I'm still out here twerking. So I was like, okay, wait a minute. So if I'm going to be meeting this person, he told me in 2021 that God told me that you're my wife. And I was like, God didn't tell me that. He didn't give me that same dream. But when we released that song, and that song was about love, bringing love back and the frequency. That first course I created was about frequency. It's about vibration, about love. And then the thing is, what made it so special, before we released the song, we prayed over that song. We prayed over that song and we said the people that's in marriages, couples, or individuals that needs to have love in their life or bring it back to their life. That song, that when we released it, it just took a world, it just took off after we prayed and released it. But then he started challenging me spiritually. And then you already know that I love God anyway. Because I had wrote some couple of songs, 3 songs that I had on platforms already about different genres. And I'm a sucker for love. So I made a deal with him like, okay, if I can sing Afro gospel, if I still sing my love music, so I don't feel like I'm missing out. So he told me, are you going to be a child of God or are you going to be a child of hell? And I was like, wait a minute. You
That's
playing
how,
with me now. But when you
right.
put it in perspective like that, okay, where I'm leading these people to. And it's the same thing when I'm speaking life into these women, right? How do I want to show up? How do I want to show them, okay, I got to point A to point B? Because before, I'm not going to lie, my vision was clear. It was like I got a new set of lens. Everything began to fall off of me and I began to be clearer. And it's just everything, like I healed my mind. It was just everything came into alignment.
I love that. I love that. And I think one of the biggest things that you told me when we were talking about it, when you sent me like your testimonial, you were just saying how I got a deeper connection with myself. And because I got a deeper connection with myself, I was able to connect with everyone else. And that's what I'm always explaining to women. Like, one of the things that you grasped is that you really, hey, Paris, my love, you grasp the understanding the science of yourself so that you really could understand the dynamics and the science of divine masculine. So when it entered into your life, you were able to recognize it.
Oh,
Okay.
girl.
Because there is a difference, between meeting a masculine man. That's cool. But does he understand his divinity? Does he understand the divineness of his masculinity before you go and you decide that you're going to do life with this person? Okay. And so I just think it's so important how you got really grounded with yourself and you got very comfortable pampering and loving yourself and putting yourself first and stop people pleasing and managing your currency wisely. And what I need women to understand is that because she did this work and quantum jumped so quickly into this life for herself in 10 months, she did a whole lot of work. She did a whole lot of work. Like, Arshia had to get into the space of getting vision clarity in order for her to have attracted her purpose partner, as she calls him, her fiance. She had to know what her purpose was. She had to get clear on that. She had to get very clear on what direction that she needed to go in. She needed vision clarity. Once she had that vision clarity, then she started to really kind of dive deep into her own sensuality plan. How do I want to show up? How do I want to look? How, all of these different type of things. She worked on her sensuality plan. She worked, she knew energetically wise what she wanted to have, what she wanted to see. She became a master of her mindset. She was not going to allow her thoughts to rule her. And then on top of that, she literally had from the work that we did, she had alchemized action strategies. She had strategy that literally caused her to shift into this transformation really quickly. And these are the things that I'm going to be going over in the masterclass on Wednesday. So if you don't have your ticket, grab that, because I opened it up, I think yesterday, for 10 more tickets. I think I know I had 5 left and I decided to add 3 more seats. So I opened it up for 8 more. So if you don't have your ticket, it's 111. You can click the link in the bio to be able to get your ticket. What you're going to get in your ticket is that you're going to join me in this masterclass in January, and we're going to do a follow-up, which is going to happen in December, to see what you have manifested, what version of yourself has manifested in December. And I don't know about y'all. Y'all see what Arshia has done in 10 months. How y'all think she gonna be looking in December? Okay. So this is the thing, like, you can quantum jump and shift your entire life experience if you are ready to do your work. And like she said, she came right in doing her work. She came in, she's like, I want to create courses, for speaking about how women can shift their vibration and their vibrational state in love and different things like that. And as she was creating these things, hey, my love, she was doing her work. She didn't stop working while she was building out what she wanted her life and her business to look like. She didn't stop healing. She didn't take a break. She was very intentional every single day. You can't take a day off when you are really doing your work.
You
You
right.
don't, there are no days off for doing your work, because the day you stop taking care of you, stop looking for other people to take care of you as well. Because you set the tone. Arshia set the tone by doing her work internally, and she prepared herself to receive. Because, like she said in the beginning, she struggled to say no. She struggled with people pleasing. And when she started telling people no, guess what started happening? The Most High started telling her yes. The portals began to open up for her. She began to receive massively. She began to grow. Like, all of these things began to happen, all because she just decided to do her work. So this is just 10 months of her literally like doing her work. So I'm telling you, when I say this is not a new process, it's really a true process. It is really tried and true. Arshia, let me ask you this. If there is a woman who was wondering about working, who's been watching me for a while, who is been wondering, I wonder if what she's saying is for real, if she's really this person, or if she really does this. For the woman that's on the fence, in regard to changing her life, and she know that she's been called to work with me, what would you say to her?
I would say get out of your way. Whatever whatever got you here is not gonna get you there. Because if you was gonna be there already, you would have been there already. And if it's something, a goal that you want to get to, you gotta stop sleeping on yourself. You have to invest in yourself. A lot of people are scared to invest in themselves. They're waiting for their friends to get finished with their result. And guess what? Some of those friends are not going back and telling those women how their results is. For me, I had to connect back with myself. Like, she taught me how to connect with myself. And by doing that, it was a byproduct of teaching everybody else. So it was like, okay, now I taught myself how to do this. Now how can I help other women ascend? So if you're ready to ascend, we're not pulling people. We're not pulling teeth. We're not trying to convince you. You already know what you need. Is how are you going to show up for yourself? How you going to show up for yourself?
She said something, baby. She said we not pulling people. I know that was church right there. We not pulling people. We're not pulling people, because I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people that know they should have started last year, you already missed a year portal. You already missed 1 year. See, last year, and I need you to understand, when it comes down to, even 7 is the number of completion. Last year was a 7 number. 8 is the number of new beginnings. This year is the number of 8. Last year, some things got closed out.
Mm.
A lot of doors and different things were closed, and a lot of things were open last year. This is an open portal that's happening over this next 11 months. Please don't miss your beat because you are wasting time sitting in your head. Please don't come, and like she said, please don't come, expecting us to pull you, because this is not what this is. You have to shift and do your work. You want a healthy relationship, you want to be in a position where you're manifesting a life partner. Are you an energetic match to be able to receive that? That's where you have to be real with yourself. Arshia did the work to become an energetic match to receive the partner that she has now, that holds her accountable spiritually, that literally pushes her mentally, that grounds her emotionally, who supports her physically. Like, all of these things are very, very important. Are you prepared for that? Because that's a work. That's a work. On top of that, building out her business. That's a work. So I'm telling you, if you are a queen who has been sitting and who has been waiting, my strong insight is for you to not sit and for you to be sitting around waiting to figure it out. There are people who are ready and willing to support you. If this resonates with you and you're being called to work with me, what I'm going to tell you is you might want to get on it ASAP, because the Most High may be telling you to go ahead and start doing that work now, because I'm not going to be as easily accessible. See, my clients that have me not going to be able to, they're going to be able to catch me. They're going to be able to catch me when I'm doing things that they're going to be able to catch me. Are you going to be able to catch me? Because if you don't catch me now, you're not going to be able to catch me then. which is why I have been dedicating the last couple years and this year to making sure that queens get to where they need to be, so nobody gets left behind. If you get left behind and you've been watching me, that's your fault. So please don't give me any sweet words, or don't tell me that I'm encouraging you and that I'm motivating you, because I'm not. You're not doing anything. I want results. I want my sisters to have results. I want queens to have results. I don't want y'all to be out here trying to figure it out by yourself. I don't want you to be out here hustling yourself into the ground thinking that you got to do X, Y, Z to get money, when all you have to do is understand your value so you
Mhm.
can create external value. Okay? These things are so, so vital and so, so important. And I want you guys to really start doing your work. The first thing that you can start doing is that if you're confused about yourself and your goddess, go ahead and get over there and take Arshia quiz. Get in your goddess energy real quick, because you need to understand who you are so you can start creating value. Okay? Arshia, before I get ready to let you go, and then I'm going to close you out, and then I'm going to stay on for a little bit longer to answer a few questions. Um, any words for the people? Any words for the people? Tell them how they can find you, how they can follow you, all that great stuff.
Okay. So what I have written down so I don't forget is do your internal audits. I'm big on audits, right? A lot of people don't know I do audits and business and compliance. And I always tell people, what is your policies and procedures when it comes to your values and what comes to your standards, right? So the policy is your value. What do you stand of your value, like a company, right? The company have a mission. You have to follow that mission and that in the vision. So now that you know your values, what is the procedures you're going to carry that out, right? So you don't have a problem carrying out the business and the corporation policies and procedures. So now let's flip it on you. How you gonna move forward now that you know your worth, or you're beginning to know your worth? How you gonna do the policies and procedures? And I'm gonna give you a hint: is do the internal audit on yourself and who you're around. Like when I'm around other people, well, this is what I start doing. Every time I go to an event, I start checking, how do I feel around this person? How do I feel around this environment? Because I know that I'm very spiritual now and I'm very sensitive, and I cannot be in everybody's presence. Okay? I had to learn that. And everything around you must be healthy. If you're healthy, your business healthy, and everything that you touch is healthy. Okay? You can't be saying you this high value queen and you complete it, but you're still allowing other people with a low vibration coming in your life. No, we can't do that. Okay, and connect with your higher power and trust in your inner goddess. Write down a game plan. Okay, because when you write down that game plan, you be surprised how much stuff you completed on that game plan. But guess what? Put a deadline in place and take action. Everything what we can be talking about today is nothing if you don't take action. Okay? My name is Arshia, and I'm known on TikTok and everywhere as Spontaneous Queen, and also the Energetic Alchemist Coach. Well, you can reach me at all platforms. If you click my link in the bio, you can get all my classes, get the free bundle. Get the free internal inner goddess. So, come on, girls, come on. It's time to start figuring out who you are. A lot of people are suffering from identity crisis. It's time to get back into who you are. Okay, so that's how you can reach me on all platforms, or spontaneousqueen.com if you can't reach me at all platforms. Okay,
Yes. Thank you so much, Arshia,
you so welcome.
for coming on, for being willing to share your story, about how you have all the things that have just how you basically have just manifested a higher level version of yourself, and you're not even done.
I'm not done.
You're not even done. This 10 months, and
I'm
you
not
done
done.
like you'd have done so many things in the past 10 months that folks couldn't do in 10 years. When I tell you, you can quantum jump, meaning you can literally change your state to another state. You literally can manifest a new version of yourself. You just have to really do your work. Take the internal audit, like she's telling you. Find out who you are and be real with yourself about that. Okay. Thank you so much
You're
again,
welcome.
Arshia.
I'm gonna stay
I'm
tuned.
Okay, I'm gonna stay on for a second,
Okay.
and answer any questions that anyone may have. I don't know how to cut this off. Okay, that's how it does. Okay, okay, perfect. All right, my loves. So, what questions do you have for me? Please put them in the comments. Thank Arshia. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much again for being so willing to hop on the live and just talk about your story and your journey for the past 10 months. I love sharing my clients' testimonials because it's not really about me, it's about them getting the results. That's why I'm really big on, like, please, I hear y'all when you say like, oh, I love what you do, like, it's great, XYZ, but like, bring me your results. Other than praise, because I promise you I don't need praise because I'm not the most high. Like, that's really how I feel. I'm not the most high, so I don't really need or deserve any praise. I'm literally being obedient. I'm a vessel. What I need is to see the results that are coming from your life because you are actually implementing these things. I want to see you in a healthy relationship. I want to see you making the type of money you want to make. I want to see you, living a life that you want to live. I want to actually see these things for you. And these things can happen. And it doesn't mean that it has to take forever. It takes as long as you want it to. If you're not willing to shift and change, then nothing's going to shift and change for you. Okay? I just finished crying about my job. It's beyond time to get out there, Rivers. Yeah, baby, if it's making you cry, I got to go. You got to go. I'm sorry, this nose ring worrying me, y'all. You got to go. Okay? What questions, my loves, do you have for me? I'm so glad. It was deeply felt. Baby, she been doing her work. Do you hear me? She been doing her work. Since we got to working together since last March, she been doing her work. Okay? And I'm scared of what she gonna manifest by December, baby. I'm scared of what she gonna like. I just feel like she is gonna be it, and that's all. The things that she has done, and the way that she is putting her daughter on the path as well, because of the work that she's done, is chef's kiss. It truly is. It truly, truly, truly is. What questions do you guys have for me? Make sure you guys click the link in the bio to be able to get your tickets to the masterclass. The masterclass that's happening on Wednesday is called the Reset, Renew, and Rewire Masterclass, Ignite Your Transformation. This is for women who really want to do their work. If you are wanting to quantum jump, if you're wanting to do your work and manifest to the next level of yourself, and you don't want to take 50 million years to be able to do this, then you need to be in that masterclass because it's very vital, it's very important. I'm having it on the anniversary of my best friend's birthday that passed away. The reason why I'm doing that and the reason why the price is 111 is because I want you all to get into alignment. One, we're all getting into alignment, okay? When you ain't gonna see another 111 masterclass. Let me just go ahead and tell you. The last one I did one was in January of 2023. You're not gonna see another one, okay? So it's so vital and so important that you get on and get on in. I have about, it look like a couple of people may have bought some tickets. So I got somewhere between 6 to 8 tickets left. So make sure you click the link in the bio to be able to access and to grab one. And for those who didn't get emails, I'm going to make sure that they go out to you. How can we rewatch the live from last night? I haven't downloaded it and uploaded it because I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to share that one or not. I know the other two I'm not, but I didn't know if I was going to share that or not. So I haven't downloaded it and put it up to YouTube. Yes, come on. You know I love having you in class. So yes, come on, come on, come on. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. And then let me just tell you about this master class and the key things. Like I said, we talked about how Arshia had vision clarity about what she wanted. We talked about how she got her sensuality plan together of how she wanted to look, how she wanted to present, all of these things, which elevated her confidence even more. We talked about how she mastered her mindset. And then we talked about how let me see. Is it reset, renew? Yes. It may say ignite your transformation, then it says reset, renew, or it may say reset, renew first. I can't remember off the top of my head. But anywho, the things that Arshia has just been able to do due to her elevated confidence and her elevated belief in herself is mastery. The queen has been on a journey of mastering her authentic feminine design on a real level. And when you master your authentic feminine design, that doesn't mean it's perfect. That means that you understand the tools and what it takes to master each and every day. So if she's been able to master these things and attract and these experiences and do all this great stuff in 10 months, which I think she's gonna do in December, which is what, an additional 11 months, she's gonna change her whole life into less than 2 years. Less than 2 years shifts her whole life. So what are you going to do in the next 11 months? Are you going to be sitting here in December looking crazy, trying to figure out why none of these things have worked out for you, why you keep sitting in the same spot? Y'all, please don't do that to yourself, because I promise you, I'm not going to be as easily accessible. Because just like everything, you're called to evolve, you're called to higher, and I'm going to answer the calls that go higher of the Most High wants me to do. So I'm trying to put everything out there for the women who are ready to get what it is that they need to get, so we can move forward and so we can start elevating. Because I'm telling y'all, a great divide has already started. It's going to be the women who focus on mastery and the women who are in a space of mediocre. As you see, you got to see a living example of a queen who has literally been operating in mastery, the vibration of mastery. And look what she has magnetized towards herself: a fiance, a viral single, creating her business to be able to support amazing women, created a course to be able to shift women's vibrational state, to show them how to vibrationally hack in emotional in the area of emotions. So she has just been able to do a whole lot in a short period of time, all because she made a decision to do something different. It's time for you guys, for those who are just sitting, it's time for you to reset. It's time for you to renew. It's time for you to rewire. Because if you don't do that, you're not going to see a shift in your life. You're not going to elevate and get to the next level. And I don't want you sitting in the same spot. Okay? So what questions do you guys have for me before I get ready to head on out? What questions do you all have for me? Drop them in the comments. Anything in regard to what we talked about tonight, any of my services, the masterclass. Just drop your questions. I'm going to be on for a few minutes. And congratulations to those who are purchasing tickets to the masterclass. I see them coming in. There is going to be a replay of the masterclass. If you purchase the masterclass is not going to be the same price, because it's actually going into a bundle with the rest of those manifesting powerful courses. I mean, lives that I did last week and earlier this week. So if you missed that, beloved, you really missed out, because that literally is going to be an entire manifestation guide. And then I'm going to add a voice visualization to that actual guide as well. So it's going to become a grand bundle. Okay. So important. I'm interested in your business class. How can I prepare? Just come. Just come. Class is on Wednesday, my love. What's today? Tuesday or Monday? Am I tripping? Yes, today Monday. It's Wednesday, my love. But I will see you then. Who else? Okay, what was the question? I'm interested in your business class. How can I prepare first? You just take it. There's no need for you to prepare. You talking about the Feminine Business Blueprint Masterclass? Just go ahead and take it. There's no need for you to prepare for that. Just make sure that you follow it. And if you have any questions or any concerns, you email me and I will email you directly back. Or in regard to it. I'm actually about to check my emails now for the Queen Says that they email me, and I'm going to send out, make sure that they get their emails for this class. No problem. What other questions do you guys have for me? And congratulations to those who are still purchasing tickets, because I can see them coming in. What questions do you have for me in regard to your authentic feminine design? What questions do you have for me in regard to making money with ease? What are your questions in regard to emotional regulation? And what else? What are your questions in regard to being a digital nomad? Because I am a digital nomad. I live basically somewhere everywhere. I'm actually flying out somewhere for my new digital nomad assignment this Thursday. So I'm excited about. Who was the person that was on the live? She commented directly after you. Her name is Aria, and she is an energetic alchemist coach. She's absolutely amazing. She is one of my amazing clients, and she was speaking about her experience working with me. over the past 10 months and the different versions and different things that she's manifested in this time frame. For ladies who have no idea where to start, after the quiz, should the masterclass be next? Okay, so my recommendation is that if you don't know where to start and you know that you want to start manifesting a different version of yourself this year, then I would recommend you being in the masterclass. If you are wanting to solely focus on vibrational hacking, then I would tell you to go and grab our Arshia's course. So it just depends on what it is that you really, really want to do. Okay. All right. Let's see. Do you have a home base while you're traveling? Yes. I'm in my home base right now. How does being a digital nomad work with taxes and stuff while you're in other countries? Well, so if I am in, let's say I was in Jamaica earlier this month, right? So if I'm in Jamaica while I'm working over there, or if I'm working somewhere else, when I was in Canada too, when I was working in Canada, I was there for maybe a couple of weeks. No, 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 no. I think I was gone. I was in Houston for a while. So I spend the majority of my time in the States, and I spend a couple of times out of the country. My two places out of the country is Canada and um, Jamaica or the Caribbean. But I don't have to necessarily worry about taxes in those particular areas because I'm not there long enough to be able to do that. And then, when you buy your tickets out of the country, for the most part, you normally can stay there for at least up to 6 months or 3 to 6 months or so. So it just kind of depends. But I'm not there long enough to where it's like that. And I do everything globally and online. The majority of my clients are from the United States, but I do have a couple of clients that are in different parts of the world. I have a client that's in Africa. I have a client that's in the UK. And I have worked with a couple of people that were in Canada as well. So I'm not there long enough to be able to do that. Now, I am considering doing a 3 month stint somewhere in the Caribbean. And then when I get to that space, I'm thinking about doing that this summer. If I end up doing that, then I'll see what I need to do as far as that is concerned. But as of right now, it's not really a concern because I'm still basically here, if that makes sense. And then too, my recommendation, Kat, would be this. If you're going to be in another country for a while, the first thing that you want to do is that you want to see about setting up your business there in that country. Like at one point, I was going to become a dual citizen with Canada. Like I've taken a test and done all those things, and so you just look to see what is it going to take to be able to set up your business in that particular area, how long you have to be there, and just kind of check all the laws and different things like that. But if you're not there long enough, then you just follow the taxes of where your home base is. Hey, my love. Cool, because you work for yourself, right? No company policies, no worry to worry about or check. No, I have is my company has standard operating procedures, and we have company policies and different things like that. But it all works for me, so I'm not having to worry about anyone over my head except for the IRS, which I make sure I get them their bread, okay? Because I don't play with the IRS. So yeah. What other questions do you guys have for me? Congratulations! I keep seeing these tickets in the masterclass coming on through. I'm probably gonna go live tomorrow, and it'll probably be the last time I end up going live before masterclass because I don't think I'm gonna do a morning live unless I'm led to end up doing that. What's the minimum stay to avoid? I would it's different in different areas. So I would check to see exactly where it is that you want to go and how long you want to stay. Most places you can stay up for 3 to 6 months, but it just kind of varies. But you want to be very clear. Cause see, the thing is, and I'm gonna tell you how I go about my digital nomad assignments. What I do is that I like events. So if it's certain things happening in that space or that I'm attracted to and that I really want to do, I will build out my assignment around that. Okay. So that's kind of how I operate and I work. So if there's there's a hot air balloon festival that happens in New Mexico, right? I'm gonna try to do a stint in New Mexico for a little bit to try to see what exactly is going on or what I need to do, or if there's a massive something that's happening in another country. I'll see how long I want to be there and kind of work it around that. But you just make sure that you check with each country because it's different. And then there are also certain countries, right? You better speak on it, and all of these are tax write-offs. But on Ting, that's the best part about it. Your food while you're traveling, all that type of stuff. I've gone on travel assignments and I've taken clients out to dinner and stuff like that. Baby, you don't think I'm finna write all that off? I am. It's one of the best parts about it, being able to write it all off. So just make sure that you're doing your research on the areas that you are going to make sure that you are in compliance. And like I said, there are some countries that will really pay you to be there. Like there are now countries that are saying if you come here to work remotely or you come here to do this, that we will pay you a stipend. So really start doing your research. I tell people all the time, being a digital nomad is really not hard. It's 17.3 million people in the United States are classified as digital nomads. 49% of the digital nomad population as a whole are women. So, I mean, and we're talking wives, mamas. I mean, like, so this is not something that you can't do. It's about what you really want to do. And if you're ready to put those things in position to do that. And if you are interested in doing that, DM me so we can talk more about how I can support you in doing that. Okay. Yep. You better tell them these countries are definitely paying you to live there. And why not? I mean, absolutely, why not? Okay. Start taking advantage of these opportunities. Stop being afraid and just really jump out there. Because y'all, I was scared before I decided that I was going to live this type of life. I didn't know what wanted to do because I was still shuffling a little bit from me being divorced, and it was absolutely the best decision that I ever made. One of them. So, what other questions do you guys have before I get ready to let y'all go? Because I've got to go. And congratulations again for those who have purchased tickets to the masterclass. Yay, I'm glad that you came across too. Make sure that if you haven't, grab your ticket to the masterclass. It's 111. You can get a recliner firm and afterpay. This is going to go up on YouTube so that people can see the amazing results of our Shia. She is absolutely a spontaneous queen for sure, baby, because she gets it done, and she is just it's really been a blessing to be able to see her transition and transform and to just be a part of it. So if you have been led to come to work with me, click the link in the bio to be able to check out the different ways that you can work with me. Click the link in the bio to read some of the testimonials from different things like the alignment bundle, learning more about the FEMA bundle, learning more about how you can work with me and how I can support you. And DM me if you have any questions or shoot me an email if you have any questions, okay? So I hope that y'all have an amazing evening. I'm going to get off here. Grab your tickets if you have not, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Look and listen, she telling y'all, ladies, keep in mind that investment in yourself is also a tax write-off. Yes, so when you buy my courses and you invest, you can write this off on your taxes. So, I mean, it don't get no better than that. You get to get a solution to your problem. You get to get the tools to elevate your life to the next level, and you get to write it off on your taxes. A win is a win. A win is a win. Okay? All right. Naima, feel free to DM me. Okay, absolutely no problem. Naima, feel free to DM me what your questions are, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability this evening, if possible. And if not, it'll definitely be by morning. But just drop your questions about what exactly that you're looking for, and how I can support you, and we'll get it taken care of. Kat, you're gonna have to talk to your tax professional about that, honey. I leave all my tax questions and different things to my accountant, okay, and my tax preparer, okay. So I don't even get in the stretch. I let my folks do it, okay? I'll make sure it's right, but I don't be the one, okay? All right, y'all. Y'all have an amazing evening, and I will see y'all tomorrow, Lord willing. Grab your tickets. Bye, y'all.